Hello and welcome to the Boxing Supplement. I am at the SW Pro Gym in Loughton. With me is Jimmy Mack Jr., son of trainer Jim McDonnell, who obviously trains James DeGale, among others. Just saw some sparring there with Louis Adolphi and Richard Comey.
Yeah, good sparring, sparring, very good sparring. I think Richard Comey's undefeated in about 17 fights. He's 17-0, all by knockout. And yeah, Louis obviously just a young break. He's making his pro debut next month on July 16th. So yeah, it was a good spar. Like, it was
very impressive. If that was a fight, I'd pay to see that.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
It seemed like Louis is a welterweight, isn't he? A bit
He's a
bigger.
welterweight. He's huge for a welterweight. He's in size.
Yeah, as soon as he walked in, I was like, "Who's that?"
Yeah, he's a big boy, and he's fast as well. So yeah, he'll do well. He'll do very well.
So is he? Where is he training out of? Is he training with your?
Louis, yeah, he comes here obviously with my dad like near enough every day. Him and Kurt Garvey, and they're both on the same bill next month. So they're both making their pro debuts, and obviously they're both ABA champions. So they're the best in the country at their weights and, as an amateur. So obviously they've decided to turn pro now, and obviously I think they'll both do very well.
Yeah, I look forward to following him. He was really impressive today.
Yeah.
So was that a York Hall, that show?
That one's at York Hall.
Wednesday?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's the Wednesday, yeah.
Before Richard?
It's on July 16th, I think.
That'll be the week after,
the week after,
That's the 12th, I believe.
Yeah.
Richard Connie Buckland is, yeah.
Yeah, so that'd be a good little scrap as well.
Who else is on that bill then?
On that bill, do you know what? I'm not too sure. I think Frank Bolioni, Georgie Keane. I think there's a few other
Was he promoted by Frank
Warren.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's a few other boys on there, but I'm not too sure who's how many other fights are on there.
Frank will chuck a few more out there, won't he?
Yeah,
The usuals. Good stuff. Yeah. So a bit ago we were talking about Froch-Groves. I spoke to your dad about it, obviously. What a spectacle, you know. Firstly,
unbelievable, mate. Unbelievable. Do you know what? Like, when it was first announced at Wembley, I was thinking, I think they might bit off a bit more than they can chew it.
Yeah.
80,000. I was thinking, nah. And then obviously when we got added to the bill, James got added to the bill. It was like quite late on, so we hardly got any like tickets to like shift or whatever. So obviously we still got tickets and stuff. But like they was like gold dust. Like everyone wanted tickets. So yeah, anyway, got there, and then my dad was just like, he said to me, he said, "Jay, you better come out and have a look, mate." He said, because it's going to be a bit of a culture shock walking out in front of like 80,000 people. Yeah. It's not like walking out in front of like 1,500 or 3,000 or 5,000. It's a bit different. So we just had a little look outside, like soaked it up, and I thought, "God, this is it, mate. This is what it's all about." It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. And yeah, obviously it was a great night of boxing. James, that was a good fighter he was in there with, you know. He was 19-0, unbeaten. He's been sparring with Andre Ward.
Virgil Hunter trainer. You know,
there you go. And yeah, like he was in there to win. So it weren't a given. And obviously James took care of business and done it in style. And I don't think he's really got the credit for what he should have got for that win, because obviously they've probably just looked at it and thought, oh, like he's dealt with that geezer in 4 rounds. But when you look into it, he was unbeaten, confident, and like, you know, like you look at his training camp, like look at he's got Virgil Hunter in his corner, spars with Andre Ward, in the pound for pound rankings, trains alongside Amir Khan all the time.
Berto in there as well. You know,
there you go. So he's around good company. So that was a good win, good solid performance.
Definitely. I mean, there wasn't a great deal on YouTube about him. I saw a few fights of his. You know, I do my research as soon as I knew of him, but I wanted to see, you know, so I could compare how James' style would work with that. And did a bit of reading. And yeah, I knew he was a big deal. You know, I thought James was going to win it, but very impressively he did. Yeah. You know, and that has really put him up there with obviously winning the fight was going to put him in line for Carl Froch.
Froch-Groves,
But the way he did it was just even, you know, so much better. And to be there in, you know, Wembley, London, in front of home fans and everything, and 80,000. I mean, yeah, I paid 40 quid for mine. I remember the afternoon they were released. My lunch break was at 12, so I said, "Look, I need to run home and get these tickets.
I've got to go and get these
tickets. Can I leave 15 minutes early?" And then, sure. It took me, I think it was 26 minutes. It kept crashing. I was like, I was going to cry. I was like, "What's going on here?"
What's happening here?
You know, I was like, it was one of those things. Is it going to sell? I was like, I might just get it after work, but I'm so glad I did now.
You done well, man. I know loads of people that was going online and trying to get tickets and that, and my phone was going mental. I was going, oh, like, Jay, if you know anyone who's got tickets, and I was like,
please.
And obviously at the time I was like, oh, mate, I don't know anyone who's got tickets. And then obviously when James was on the bill, then everyone was on my case again to get tickets. So it was brilliant. But what a night! It was amazing. Like,
just looking back on it on TV, I'm like, I was there. That was. How close were you to it then?
I was in the ring.
You were in.
I was in the ring.
You were in the ring.
I was in the ring. I was in the ring. I just remember looking around, thinking, this is unbelievable. It was just like a sea of heads everywhere, and it was just, and you're like, but you're in like a bubble. Like, you don't really, you're just in your own world. And then once it's all done and dusted after, and it's like, and then you can really enjoy and appreciate it. Yeah. But it is a lot of like stress and hard work, because obviously, like, you think you lose this one, you're like back down the pecking order, back to the drawing board. Win this one, you've got the winner, Froch-Groves, at the end of the year for the IBF world title. That was the difference between winning and losing.
A little bit of pressure there.
Hey.
You know, how many people? You know, it was something like, I could be wrong, but somewhere between 200 and 300 million worldwide watching it, you know, with HBO linked with it across the country. There have been loads.
That was unbelievable.
My stats could be wrong there, but I remember thinking, this is a big deal to the world.
Do you know, it was crazy, because everywhere you went, like when like in the gym, whether it was like go to the local shop, go to the local shopping centre, people was coming up to me saying, who do you think's going to win, Froch or Groves? Like, who would you rather win for James, like Froch or Groves? And then and it was like, even like the postman comes like, who do you think's going to win, mate? Like, it's like, it just took not just the boxing public, but just the general public's imagination, and everyone had an opinion on it.
Yeah, as your dad said, you know, you can flip back of the pages. It's usually Rooney, something this or the other, you know. And I was like, boxing.
It was boxing.
Brilliant. It's brilliant to see.
Every other news, all over Sky, even like on like other shows. I think there was like the Paul O'Grady show. There was a few other shows that they was all like appearing on, obviously ITV News and all that. And it was just, it was just absolutely massive. Yeah. Everyone wanted to watch this fight, everyone. Yeah. So that's why it was so hard to get a ticket on, because obviously the first fight ended controversially. Everyone had an opinion on it, so there wasn't that conclusive finish. Now we've got a conclusive finish, thank God. Yeah. And and it's like, it just feels weird. It's like you get like the Wembley blues. Like it's gone, it's been and gone now, and it's like,
when's the next one?
The next one, we're just waiting to hear now.
We need one. I think. I think it's on demand now, isn't it? And the James DeGale fight makes sense. Yeah, it can be sold the right way.
Yeah. I get people tweeting me all the time, or texting me, or when I'm out, just like coming up to me and saying, like, who do you think Froch will fight him? Do you think Froch will fight him? And it's like, well, I don't like James is mandatory challenger. No matter what happens, regardless of whether it's Froch or whoever, James's next fight is for that IBF belt. Like that's in place.
That's happening.
That's it. So
would it be a case of stripping, or if he didn't take the fight?
It would be. I think like he'd be asked to like vacate it. Like so, you fight James, or you have to vacate it. And
so there's no option for a voluntary then, because
I'm not too sure. I think if you're in a mandatory position, I think that if you can get another fight against another champion in the division, then they might grant you a unification, which will. But I think where Froch has had, Groves was his mandatory for the first one. Yeah. Obviously they ordered the second one, and now James has won another mandatory. Yeah. I'm not too sure they're going to work it. Whether they'll go right, we'll give like Froch like longer, or they might go no, like this is like he is mandatory. Yeah. This is what's happening. So we're just waiting to hear now.
Well, he's in such a great place. Obviously, I mean, he can pick. You know, this is the Froch fight we want. I mean, I'm sure he wants that as well. Course, we all want that. He can have the green belt, WBC, but he's number one with WBC. So there's big fight.
I think he was one with the WBC, but then obviously where he's gone the IBF route, like gone for eliminated that, I think they took him out, but obviously they'll put him back in, because obviously they deemed you as busy, like so you're fighting for the IBF.
Confusing.
I think at one stage he was number one with the WBO, number one with the WBC, obviously now mandatory for the IBF, and I think he was about 7 or 8 with the WBA. So I mean he's in the top 10 of all the governing bodies, just waiting to see
Yeah.
what one is going to be. Like, but
Exciting
it's
times.
exciting
really.
times,
Definitely.
exciting times, mate.
So yeah, before we go, Cotto-Martinez, you watched that fight, didn't you?
Oh, what fight, mate? Do you know what? At first, I remember I was looking, I was thinking, Martinez is massive compared to, see the size difference?
Yeah.
But even since I was younger, I mean, Cotto at light welterweight, he was unbelievable. Like, he was just knocking people out for fun. And then he went to welterweight and obviously like lost to Pacquiao.
Yeah.
And then he stepped up to light middleweight, obviously won a world title there. And I was thinking, can he do it at middleweight? And he's gone and done it. But, you know, like, he's just that I've always liked Cotto, and it was
Definitely one of my favourite fights.
It was unbelievable. Yeah.
Freddie Roach has helped roll back the years with him, really.
100%, definitely.
He's doing a really good job, and I mean, he's obviously he'll always speak highly of all his fighters, but I believe he's an honest man when he is saying that Cotto is one of the most dedicated and hardest workers, and hardest punchers. All of this.
You can see it. He's got that. He's just like spiteful, isn't he? He's like, he can box, he can move, he's fast, he can punch hard, he's tough. He's got everything. He's got everything. And
look at his CV. He's
fought
everyone.
He's boxed everyone. He's boxed everyone.
And even the losses have been competitive fights. I mean,
exactly.
there's obviously the hand wrap issue with Margarito, and then a few years later, schools him.
That's it. He schooled him. And then obviously there was no shame in losing to Manny Pacquiao at the time. People was deemed him as the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
And then Floyd, he gave Floyd a good run.
Floyd Mayweather, he gave him a good run, but he's unbelievable as well, Floyd Mayweather. Yeah. So you look at the names. Boxed.
Him and Pacquiao are not even human, really, are they?
There's like the elite level, and then there's just their level, isn't it? So, but no, it was Miguel Cotto, very good fighter.
Definitely. All right, mate. Thank you very much for talking to us today.
Thanks very much, mate.
Lovely to meet you.
Pleasure, mate. Good to meet you.
Yeah, and thank you very much for watching. There'll be more coming soon.